Hi, I'm Jesus from Cartelera, Spain, and it's really nice to meet you.
What's up, Jesus?
So first of all, I wanted to say congratulations. I think it's one of my favorite shows of in years. So
Oh wow.
I can't wait to see the rest of the episodes. I wanted to ask you first if you did you play the games before shooting the
I did.
show?
I did, absolutely. I did. I'm a gamer, man. I love story-driven
Yeah.
games, and I love FIFA. And there's a game called Rocket League where you're basically like a rocket-powered car playing football. So, and
Yeah.
those are my games. Yeah,
The,
but I love
the best
story.
of both worlds.
I love the games, man. I played them. I was excited to do it. I was happy to do it for work. Um, and then Sony, of course, very sweet of them, and Neil gifted me a PS5 so I can play the remake that they just made, which is just exquisite. I mean, if it could look any better, I don't know how it could, but it did. So definitely play the games.
What did you think about Tommy before doing the show? Did your opinion change when you portrayed him?
I loved him right from the get-go because those characters are from where I'm from. They're all from Austin. And to me, he was like kind of like a young Chris Christopherson, and that's kind of what I've tried to do with the character as well. Is a man who has seen war, has been in war times, is a military man, but to come out of it with a very different outlook on violence and when it should be applied. Tommy's he's good at violence, but he's chosen to kind of to hang it up, to pursue a life to pursue life, and when there's death all around him, to still have the strength of character and to have his spirit not be completely extinguished, and that's what I loved about him as a character, and that's something I try to bring when I portrayed him.
Yeah, I really like the contrast between him and Joel,
Right.
because Joel just survives, but Tommy wants to not only live but to get a better world in this scenario, which is the darkest possible.
Absolutely. You couldn't, that was perfectly stated. That's exactly it. Joel's like a rock, and I'm water. And,
Yeah.
And, sometimes we crash into each other, but you stated it perfectly. That was beautiful.
And how was working with Pedro this complicated relationship between the brothers?
I mean, it was fantastic. He, as you know, he's an extremely talented actor, and he grew up in San Antonio, which is about 89 miles from Austin. He's from Chile originally, but he grew up in San Antonio, so we had a lot to talk about and a lot of similarities. I was always in awe of his ability to be as goofy and as playful as he is in between takes, and then just to turn it on. I'm always a big admirer of, for me, sometimes I kind of like to, I may be a little serious at work and kind of get myself into it. But you had to throw all that out of the window when you were with Pedro, because he likes to have fun, and which was good, man, because we needed it. We were in some very intense situations, and then you have to allow yourself to breathe and to be relaxed so that we can throw ourselves into this great peril and not burn out, So, but yeah, we get along really well, and our brotherhood kind of gelled pretty quickly, and we were shot out of a gun when we were doing this thing, so we had to come together really quickly.
So since the show gets to expand and we can see more of the characters that didn't get much time in the video games, what can you tell me about Tommy's story? What are we going to learn about him if we played the games?
I think you're just gonna get why. Why is it that he's looking for me, right? I mean, and that's something that I think is, I myself, as somebody who loved the game, of course, wanted to know what happened, and then we get to explore that further, and then really, which is fantastic for me. And that's really all the characters across the board. They all get to grow beyond what we know in the game, and that's the beauty of our medium. That's the beauty of being able to tell this story 10 years later, and to do just that, to explore all the chambers and all the little side pockets of the story, and characters whose names you just heard, you never saw. Think all these elements are at play with our show.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait to see the rest of the episodes. I have to tell you, I think it's going to be really, really huge. So thanks again for this interview, and congratulations again. It was really nice.
Likewise, brother.
You keep her alive, and you set everything right.